Iris. Congratulations to Latinas in Tech on another phenomenal summit. Working with Rocio, I am proud to announce our partnership. The Latino Corporate Directors Association and Latinas in Tech have teamed up to inspire and inform Latina tech professionals to reach new heights and consider what corporate board service looks like. My personal and professional pursuits have focused on elevating Latinas and Latinos to positions of power and claiming our seat at the table. When I moved to Washington, D.C. after college, 32 years ago, I lacked confidence. I'm an immigrant from Mexico, brought to Los Angeles at the age of 4. I'm the daughter of a garment worker and landscape laborer. We did not discuss politics and business at our kitchen table. Professionally, I leaned on my strengths, resiliency, adaptability, and resourcefulness. That is how I persevered and reached previously unimaginable heights. I've worked with the most powerful leaders in our country, from members of Congress, cabinet members, corporate CEOs and directors, and organized meetings with the President of the United States. As Latinas, you bring these strengths and more. You are tech leaders, company founders, and innovators. You have what it takes to aspire to the CEO and C-suite levels of top companies. You have what it takes to launch and grow your own company, and then take that company public. Latinas are driving business formation and growth in corporate America. This brings me to what I do today. As CEO of the Latino Corporate Directors Association, I elevate Latinos and Latinas onto corporate boards. Did you know that Latinos are least represented on corporate boards? As the slide shows, we hold a shocking 4% of Fortune 500 company board seats. We're nearly 20% of Americans, and in California, we're 4 in 10. We're not only underrepresented, but we have the widest gap to close compared to the size of the population. What's more, Latinos lost ground in the last decade. We only increased 1% of board seats in 10 years, while at the same time, our population grew 3%. This is unacceptable in 21st century America. What's more, on the next slide, you see here, Latinas hold a mere 1%. Latinas are the least represented of any major demographic and population group in the U.S., broken down by gender or ethnicity. Only 1% of C-suite positions and 1% of board seats. And that number, again, increased less than 1% in the last 10 years. So why does this matter? These numbers prove that boards are dangerously disconnected from the drivers of the economy, you and I. You know, in a country where Latinos account for half of the economic growth and 70% of new entrants to the workforce, no U.S. company can be effectively governed without a Latino or Latina at the table. So how was the Latino Corporate Directors Association formed? You know, it was a pioneering group of Latino directors who came together because they were tired of seeing the low numbers and the excuses. They wanted to do something about it. Our focus is to increase the number of Latinos on corporate boards by raising awareness, promoting the next wave of Latino directors, and working with companies, search firm, private equities, and others on board opportunities. You know, it was Meg Whitman that hosted our first annual board leaders convening in 2016. She shared a story with us when Hewlett-Packard split into two companies. Meg took the opportunity to build two diverse boards. She told our group that the search firms did not present her with any Latino candidates. She was told they can't find Latinos qualified. So she asked them, send me a list of the top Latinos in business, and voila, there is ample Latino talent. We have heard for far too long that there isn't ample talent. I'm here to tell you that there is. That is no excuse. In fact, today, Hewlett-Packard Inc. and Hewlett-Packard Enterprise are led by Latinos in the C-suite and the boardroom. So LCDA is moving the needle. 2021 was a historic year. We influenced a historic threefold increase in the number of Latinos named to public company boards. In 2021, it was 346 seats gained by Latinos. That compares to 93 seats in 2020. And some additional great news is that of these new appointments, Latinas seized 43%. Latinas are taking on board roles at greater percentages and representation than the past. Also, half of these new board seats are first-time Latino and Latina directors. These are individuals that have been named to their first corporate board seat. So there's opportunity for new talent. So here's our message. First, diversity without Latinos is incomplete. We're hearing about a lot of commitment by companies to diversity, yet they are leaving us out. If companies promote diversity, they must include Latinos. We are part of the equation. Second, boards without Latinos are incomplete. Again, we're 2 in 10 Americans. We're driving business growth information, and we're driving growth in the economy. Don't leave us out. Look, we're simply asking for the opportunity to compete. So you all have a role to play. You are brilliant, resourceful, resilient, and adaptable. You have what it takes to reach for the stars. Next, you will hear from 2 pioneering Latina corporate directors from tech and STEM fields. I look forward to moderating that conversation and enjoy the rest of the summit.